division of the charity. Allah made it clear that He was the one who established these categories and rulings. He did not leave the categories to anyone other than Him. It is obligatory to give to all of the categories of people mentioned in the verse. Ibn Kathir stated, the scholars differ concerning these 8 categories of people. It is obligatory to give to all categories, or can one give only to those feasible? One view is that it is obligatory to give to all. This is the view of Ash-Shafi'i and a number of scholars. The second opinion is that it is not obligatory to give to all the categories. In fact, according to this view, it is permissible to give all of it to just one category, all the alms, even though the other categories are present. This is the view of Malik. And a number of early and later scholars, including Umar Hudayfa, Ibn Abbas. This is the view of the majority of the scholars. In this case, the mentioning of these categories is in order to explain who should receive the zakah, but does not mean to imply that all of them must be given. Ibn Kathir then said, we shall mention some hadith related to each of the 8 categories. The poor. Ibn Ammar narrated that the Messenger of Allah said, charity is not permissible for a person of wealth or a person of sound limbs and strength. 82 men informed me that they went to the Prophet during the farewell pilgrimage, while he was distributing charity, and asked him for some. He looked at them up and down and found them to be strong. He then said, if you too wish, I will give you, but there is no share in it for a rich man or one strong and able to earn a living. The needy. That the Messenger of Allah said, the needy person is not the one who goes around to the people and is dispensed with by a morsel or two of food, or 1 or 2 dates. They asked, who then is the needy, O Messenger of Allah? He said, he does not find enough to satisfy him, and he is not reckoned as needy, so people do not give to him while he does not ask anything of the people. Those employed to collect the funds. They are the collectors and messengers who are deserving of a portion due to their efforts. However, it is not allowed to give them anything if they are relatives of the Prophet. For one, it is not allowed to accept charity. It is confirmed in Sahih Muslim from Abdul Muttalib to employ them in collecting the alms. He told them alms are not permissible for Muhammad or for the family of Muhammad, as they are only the dirt of the people. Those whose hearts have been inclined towards Islam, some are to be given so that they will accept Islam. For example, the Prophet gave from the booty of Hunayn, as he had participated in that battle while he was a polytheist. He continued to give me until he became the most beloved person to me, after he had been the most hated person to me. Some are to be given in order to improve their Islam and make their hearts firm. For example, also after Hunayn, the Prophet gave 100 camels to some of the nobles of those who embraced Islam in Mecca. After it was conquered, he stated I give to one person while another is more beloved to me out of fear that Allah may throw him on his face into the hellfire. Recall. Ali sent to the Prophet a gold nugget still in its dirt from Yemen. He distributed it among the 4 people of Al-Aqra. The Prophet said it was to reconcile their hearts. Some people are given out of hopes that their peers will embrace Islam. Others are given to collect alms from his surrounding areas, and some may be given in order to fend off any harm to the Muslims from the border areas, and Allah alone knows best. Is the zakah still to be given to those whose hearts are to be reconciled after the time of the Prophet? Ibn Kathir states that on this point there is a difference of opinion. It is narrated from Umar and a group of scholars that they are no longer to be given after the death of the Prophet. This is because Allah has strengthened Islam and its people has established it in the land and has made the people subservient to it. Others say that they are still to be given from the zakah because the Prophet gave to such people after the victory over Mecca and the defeat of Hawazin. Thus, it could still be needed, and such people are to be given to free the captives. That this is in reference to the slaves who have made an agreement to pay for their freedom. Similar has been narrated from Abu Musa. This is also the opinion of Ash-Shafi'i, and stated that there is no harm in freeing slaves with the zakah. This is the view of is a more general category than those slaves who have contracted to pay for their freedom. Hence, one can purchase slaves and free them independently. And there are many hadith that speak about the virtues of freeing and releasing slaves. For example, Allah will rescue for him every limb due to the limbs that he set free, even down to the private parts.